check this one out. Looks like we're going to need to isolate the radical. So we're going to subtract 5. And we're going to have square root of x plus 1 ends up equaling -3. Now, some of you smart people out there are going to notice a problem right away. Okay? Now, if you don't catch it here, that's fine. If you do, we're going to be able to tell right now that this actually is not going to have any solutions, and that when the answer we do get is going to be extraneous. So, but let's say we hadn't noticed that, and we're like, okay, we isolated our radical, okay, and we squared both sides, right, and we're feeling nice and confident here, right, and the square root and our square cancel, and we get x plus 1 equals 9, and subtract 1, and we think that our answer is 8. And it's not that we've done anything wrong. And we can't tell at this point that there's a 0 in the denominator. We can't tell that there's a negative underneath the radical, right? But when we go to check our work and we plug our 8 back in, right, we're going to have the square root of 8 plus 1 plus 5. And we're going to check to see if this really equals 2. This is square root of 9, which is 3. And you can see 3 plus 5 equals 8, which does not equal 2. So, is it that we did something wrong? No. This is considered an extraneous solution. We cross it out, and we say, no. No solution. So, anybody figure out that there was no solution before we went to all the trouble to solve and check and see it didn't work? Anybody figure out why there was no solution? These are principal square roots. Principal square roots, you take your square root of 9 and there's a 3 and a -3 that's squared to equal 9, but only the positive 3 is the principal square root, right? If we gave ourselves both choices, then yeah, -3 plus 5 would equal 2. But that's not what this symbol says. This symbol says principal square root, right? So at that moment, when you have the square root of x plus 1 equaling -3, never going to happen, right? It's not going to happen. Now, this is not the only reason that we sometimes get extraneous solutions. This is one of the 2 reasons that we sometimes get extraneous solutions. Sometimes it's really difficult to see as you're going through that you're going to end up with an extraneous solution in the end. So that's why it's just a good idea to check real quick, right?